Annie, welcome back. How does it feel to be committed to the club for next season?
Yeah, it feels great. I'm really excited to be here again for another season. Looking forward to it and ready to get going.
Looking back on last season, how do you reflect on it and what do you see as the positives going forward?
I feel like there was lots of positives last season. We had many great performances. The squad, the togetherness was amazing. So hopefully we can carry that through to next season and just really push on in the league and aim for promotion.
And how key is that? Obviously, we pushed to a promotion and then obviously it died out towards the end. But how much of an influence and push is that going into next year?
I think it's just going to, make sure that we keep momentum all the way through the season. I feel like we had little breaks and it was easy to sort of drop off. But next season we know that we need to push harder, especially towards the end, to make sure we're finishing strong and just keep it all together so we can hopefully get promotion.
And focusing back on you, what were the key factors in getting you to sign back on for next season?
I love it here at Swindon. I think it's amazing. The atmosphere, the club in general, and I think all of it together, it really feels like home for me. So it was a bit of a no-brainer to come back.
Of course, if we look back on you in more detail, of course, over 40 goals, some going. So how much confidence does that give you personally going into the new season?
It gives me a lot of confidence. I was sort of worried about this season because the previous season I'd scored a lot as well. But I just proved to myself that you put your mind to it, you can smash it. So next season I'm really hoping to take that into it and just get as many goals as I can. And
let's talk about your sort of love for Swindon a bit more. What is it about the club that makes you want to carry on and keep on scoring as many goals as you do?
I think the fan base, they're absolutely amazing. I feel like this is the first club where I've really sort of shown myself that I can be an inspiration to the younger generations growing up. They can look at me and think, I want to be on a pitch and play football. And I feel like it's the first club that's really made me feel at home. And I want to keep hold of that for as long as I can.
Back with Richard again next season. How much of a positive is that and how much has he helped you since coming in?
It's a massive positive. I think Richard's a great manager. He's so supportive. He is really decisive and knows what he wants from his players and for the club. And I feel like he will push us in the right direction. And he is like a main driver of togetherness within the squad. Make sure it's like the players are happy and then the football will take care of itself. So to know that he's back, it's just a huge relief because I love him as my manager and it's really exciting for next season.
And with that in mind, of course, you spoke about that sort of togetherness and sort of bringing stability to the women's team. How important is that for players like yourself who, want to kick on next year and hopefully bring those additions that, push us a little bit further?
I think it's really important. It just shows that we're all willing to work hard for each other on and off the pitch. And I feel like when you have the bond with the girls and it's so strong, you're literally willing to run through a brick wall for each other. So on the pitch, that helps massively. And then off the pitch, it's great banter with the girls. Everyone sort of gets each other. And like I said a couple of times before, it's literally like a family here. So it's lovely.
And just finally, what are some of the targets and goals, both personally and as a team, going into next season?
As I mentioned, I think promotion has to be the main focus. But also taking each game as it comes. Making sure that we are putting in the performances that we know that we can. Beating teams, like the harder teams like the Bournemouths now. And just really focusing on ourselves as well. Making sure that we're being the best that we can be. And personally for me, again, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but I want to be scoring goals. I want to really improve and just make sure I'm more clinical in front of goals. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.